The Seestar S50 Smart Telescope offers an affordable and impressive choice for the budding astrophotographer and the beginner. This telescope comes equipped with a high-quality camera built into a computerized tracking mount, making it incredibly easy to observe and photograph the sun, the moon, and deep sky objects using your smartphone or tablet. The Seestar app enhances your stargazing experience with wireless control, allowing you to view the objects on your smartphone or tablets. There are real-time weather updates, lunar phases, rise set times, and personalized viewing recommendations based upon your location. The Sky Atlas is a cool ZWO feature within the Seestar app that lets you navigate the night sky with just a touch on your phone. When you pick an object, the Seestar will figure it out, plate solve, and you're ready to start capturing your images. Or you can select a target within a database and the Seestar will slew to the target you have chosen. The Seestar supports a variety of formats using JPEG, MP4, AVI, RAW and TIFF files. If you're seeking a user-friendly, affordable and lightweight smart astrophotography experience, then I reckon this is a telescope for you. Hi, it's Daryl from Optics Central, and in this video I will begin with the unboxing. Then I'll set up the Seestar, showing you how to put it all together, and we'll walk through the basic setup process using the Seestar S50 app. We'll explore and photograph objects like the sun, the moon and some deep sky objects. I will then delve into some additional features available in the Seestar app, such as the virtual sky atlas, the weather prediction interface, and many other features that the Seestar offers. Let's do a quick unboxing to see what we get. Grab a Stanley knife or whatever method you use to open boxes. Here we go. First thing that has caught my eye is a serial number on the outside of the box. Let's toss away the box and get out the smart blue box that the Seestar comes in. There is a bit of a tight fit with the phone box, so I need to tip the box up to get the phone box out. The phone box is really nice. It kind of reminds me of how DJI package their drones. The box is made of a high density foam and looks like it will do a nice job in protecting the Seestar. The tripod legs look quite smart. They do look very much like the ZWO T40 tripod, made of carbon fibre. These weigh next to nothing. A USB-C charging cable is supplied as well. And a white light solar filter. They included this at the last minute, and I think this is what caused a delay in getting these Seestars out. There are the usual manuals, and these are tiny. And last of all, the hero, the Seestar itself. The Seestar S50 features a 50mm triplet apochromatic refractor design with a 250mm focal length, resulting in a f ratio of f5. It has a Sony IMX462 camera sensor, and it's got a 2 megapixel camera. This combination provides a field of view measuring 1.3 degrees by 0.7 degrees with a pixel scale of 2.39 arc seconds per pixel. So to put it into perspective, the full moon and the sun, both approximately half a degree in size, comfortably fit within its field of view. Weighing in at a mere 3 kilograms and compactly sized at 14 by 13 by 25 centimeters, the Seestar S50 offers outstanding portability and convenience. Its battery delivers approximately 6 hours of use and can be conveniently recharged using a standard USB-C cable. This telescope captures images in JPEG and TIFF formats and records videos in MP4 or AVI. The Seestar connects to your smartphone or tablet via Wi-Fi within a 5-meter range. To control the Seestar S50 using my smartphone, I had to go through a series of steps to set up the Seestar so it works with the Seestar app. So let's go through the process so you know what to expect. Download the Seestar app. You can easily locate and download the Seestar app from either the Play Store, the Apple Store, or directly from the ZWO website. It's worth noting that ZWO continuously improving the software and firmware for the Seestar. Now, the initial setup, if you're on an Android or an Apple device, you'll be prompted for a request granting permission to access your device's location. Now, this is essential for accurately giving you weather updates and precise sky information as well for the Seestar to locate and track objects in the night sky. Now, the weather and sky information, after you grant the permission, the app will display a detailed weather forecast, the current moon phase, and the sunrise and sunset times. This information proved to be quite useful for me. Next, I needed to allow the app to establish a Wi-Fi connection between my smartphone and the Seestar. The connection is vital for the telescope to make best use of the location data. Now, connecting to the Seestar after accepting these permissions, I could see the Seestar S50 Wi-Fi signal, which began with the S50 following with a combination of letters and numbers. By clicking connect, it prompted me to press the reset button on the Seestar S50 to confirm the connection. The app displayed the default Wi-Fi name and password, and the password is 123456778. It asked me to switch from my home Wi-Fi to the signal generated by the Seestar. From time to time you'll get firmware updates. The app prompted me to download the latest firmware for the Seestar and informed me that a solid yellow light was indicated that the Seestar had been updated to the latest version. After the update, I clicked OK and reconnected to the Seestar's Wi-Fi. You will have to do a compass and leveling calibration. Now, I'll show you how to do this rather easy task. By picking up the Seestar and rotating it until the green circle on your screen is complete. I guess you'll also need, it'll be prompting you to level the telescope as well. Let's head towards the sun on our visual tour. First things first, we'll pick solar from the menu. We'll kick off by looking for and hooking up to the Seestar by joining its Wi-Fi network. And once that's set, we pick the sun from the menu and start our journey. But before we get close, it's important to put on the supplied solar filter for the telescope's safety. This telescope zeroes in on the sunspots, eventually getting the sun dead center. Focusing on those sunspots, a simple pinch on the phone screen zooms in for a better look. If you're keen on a more dynamic view, there's an option to snag a 1-minute sun video. Later you can play with a trick called lucky imaging to jazz up the photo. And that's a wrap up for today's solar photo session, revealing this awesome result. Let's skip the setup details with the Seestar and jump right into action. Once I've picked the lunar setting, the Seestar takes over, locating the moon in the sky and placing it dead center. It then fine-tunes the focus to get the sharpest image possible. In this instance, I'm going to record some raw video for a bit of magic later in software like AutoStack or Registax, and a touch of Photoshop or Lightroom, and here are the results. It's time to explore deep space. I'll use the app to select a target like the Lagoon Nebula M8. With a tap on the gazing button, the telescope maneuvers to locate the target precisely. Once in place, I hit the red button to start capturing images. It begins with an autofocus routine to get those stars nice and crisp. It then enhances the images using a special filter to highlight the nebula's filters. After about 10 seconds, you'll start seeing the nebula emerge. I'll let this process continue for a bit, checking in later to ensure smooth sailing. Sometimes there might be little hiccups. The telescope alignment or even a slight breeze can cause a bit of a shake. The frames will be rejected. So here's my final take after putting the Seestar S50 through its paces. I must admit it would left me quite impressed. If you're new to astrophotography and are working on a budget of around $1,000, the Seestar S50 deserves your attention. It packs quality, optics and a nifty Sony camera sensor that captures stunning shots of the sun, moon and deep sky. The inbuilt light pollution filter helps to capture breathtaking nebulae in deep space while fending off pesky artificial light. Finding celestial objects in the night sky can be very difficult for a novice. But with a Seestar app, just pick your target on the smartphone and this telescope will automatically hone in and track it for you. And if you're not keen on diving into the complexity of photo or video editing, no worries. The default images and videos you get on your phone are share-worthy with friends, family, or the Seestar online community via the app. One important thing to remember is if it's all about planetary imaging you want to do, the telescope hasn't got the focal length for that. Now, what about the seasoned astrophotographer out there? If you're already invested in high-end astrophotography, then you're likely aware of the trade-offs made by ZWO. They've opted for a 2 megapixel planetary camera sensor to keep the cost down, which doesn't quite match up to the top-tier dedicated astrophotography cameras out there. Also, the Seestar S50 telescope is on an AZ mount, capping your exposures at 10 seconds, and it does introduce field rotation during your capture. Let's keep it real though. Cool deep sky astrophotography cameras kick off at well over $1,000. Adding in an equatorial mount with auto guiding can certainly add up in cost. The Seestar is clearly designed for the aspiring astrophotographer. Also, I heard from ZWO that they may enable saving the individual files of stacked images in future. And also they're talking about the introduction of a mosaic feature in the upcoming firmware updates. So thank you for tuning into this video. If you're ever around Mitcham, drop by our showroom. Our awesome sales crew will gladly walk you through the Seestar on display and give you a peek at all the other astronomy equipment we've got here as well. Don't forget to hit our subscribe button on a YouTube channel and ring that bell. And that way you'll be the first to know when we roll out new products and video content. Wishing you clearer skies from the Whole Optics Central team. Keep gazing up and enjoy the wonders of the universe.
Shutting down.